Welcome to Passed Out. I'm Josh.
I'm Arash.
How's it going, man?
Good. I hope it doesn't end up clipping me interrupting you because I had a few people laugh at me last episode. They're like, "Damn, dude."
That was definitely like a glitch.
Yeah.
You're listening to Passed Out, the podcast where history, mystery, the occult, and the cosmos collide. Every week we explore new conspiracies, uncover hidden truths, question the impossible, and journey into the unknown. Stay curious, and welcome to Passed Out.
A like, a comment, and a subscription would be greatly appreciated. And thank you very much.
Yeah. What did you think of did you watch the game last night?
I did. I caught a little bit of the end of it. I totally forgot that they were playing on a Friday, which is, I think, the first time they've ever done that.
Yeah, I was so confused about it being on a Friday night. I was like, I knew that it was happening before the Thursday night game because I kept seeing like I use YouTube TV, so I kept seeing advertisements for the Sao Paulo game. So I was like, okay, well, it's so weird, but
It is because usually the Super Bowl winner starts off the Thursday game, and then the next game is on a Sunday, and you got nothing but college football on Saturdays. So by the time this episode comes out, week 1 will already be completed. But I kind of want to still talk about like what we think is going to happen this season and what's already happened between the Eagles Cowboys game and the Chargers Chiefs game. What were your takeaways from? Let's start with first the Chiefs, since that's fresh.
I kind of thought that I went in thinking the Chiefs were gonna knock them out, and it just was kind of like a one-score game for the Chargers the whole game. Like every time the Chiefs started catching up, the Chargers would just answer that right back. So
yeah, both games felt like a playoff game.
Yeah,
Usually
they were
they're
both
like
good games.
one possession games.
Yeah.
It's easy to say this now, but I think the Chargers are going to win the West. And I thought this even before the game started, because typically you have the Super Bowl losers having a rough year the next year, whether it's like a salary cap issue, players like being so close to the title that they don't want to extend their contract because they have a bitter taste in their mouth and they're just kind of pissed off about it. Or the team kind of overreacts, and like the front office overreacts, and they're like, well, we were so close, but we need this player at this position, so we're going to go into free agency or draft a rookie to replace them. And every season in the NFL, like about 40-50% of the teams didn't make the playoffs the previous season. So I hate when I see these NFL analysts saying that like the same damn teams, maybe except for 1 or 2, are going to make the playoffs. That never happens like that. I thought the Chiefs were kind of flat. Harbaugh is known for his defense. He closed out all the gaps that Mahomes had. He closed the lanes out for the most part for him to scramble. He had that one play at the end, though, that was really crazy, where he looked like he was kind of running out of bounds, and then he throws a bomb. I think it was to Hollywood Brown.
I think it was too.
It's going to be a tough division for your Broncos. I see you're sporting the hat.
I know. I was feeling that so hard last night. Going into this season, like I like a lot of the shit the Broncos did in the off season, and I really liked how Nick's and the coach, everything was just going smooth at the end of last season. I was like, we're looking a lot better. Still not the best season, but like a lot better than I thought it was going to go compared to the last couple seasons. So going in, I was like, all right, we're going to fucking do it this season. And then I watched that game last night and I was like, God damn it. I was like, the Chiefs are good. The Chargers are really fucking good now.
And then the Raiders,
the Chargers looked good dude, I know. Last season it was like that too, dude. The Raiders, Chargers, and Chiefs are all good. Like I just
not the Raiders, not the Raiders so much, but they have Pete Carroll now.
Yeah, dude, and I kind of feel like that's gonna give them some energy.
Yeah, and they have a rookie from Boise State as a running back, and if you have a Pete Carroll team with a good running game, that's That's
Mhm.
pretty much all he needs.
Yeah. That is all he
It's
needs.
crazy that Harbaugh and Carroll are back in the same division again. You know, they
I
had
know.
all those years with the Seahawks. 49ers. That's going to be cool to watch. I always laugh when I see your quarterback's name, Bo Nix. What up, Bo?
I don't know if that's short for anything or if it's just
Beauregard?
I don't know.
Bob? It's
Dude, if
like,
it's short
oink.
for Robert, it's just
Yeah, right.
Robert Nix goes by Bo. That's
I
so
thought Bo
funny.
is usually Beaux.
It is. It's usually like the Cajun spelling of it, yeah.
But the
But
Rams
I've
have a
never really
Bo
seen
on
it.
their team, and he spells it
Is it
the Cajun way.
yeah. I feel like we went to high school with a dude named Bo who did not have the X on his name. It was just Beau. He was
Dude,
in my grade.
I think I remember him.
Dude, he was in my grade.
Because I remember when we met Bo on our travels, I knew I had heard the name before. I met a chick named Bo. And she was hot.
How
Yeah.
did she spell it?
B-O. But that's like just a tragic. I mean, look at the way you spell my name, like A-Rash. But B-O could be worse. I mean, you have an American name, and it's B-O. And then Knicks, dude. That's like, dude, some of these college players now have ridiculous names. It's kind of like that Key and Peele skit.
The East West Bowl.
Yeah.
Dude, that's probably my favorite. That's like one of my favorite sketches of theirs. I used to watch that a lot.
We
Like
predicted it.
like 2013. I was like, this is so funny.
I wish I had some of the names, but I'm gonna pull it up because I follow this page called
I
College
think the
Football
funniest
Sickos.
thing, dude, I think the funniest thing about that whole sketch is that they go through these like the most amount of ridiculous names, and then at the very end, the guy's like, Dan Smith, be you're like, okay.
My God, dude, there's a guy. Okay, he's not on there anymore, but he played for the Louisiana Monroe Warhawks. His name is General Axel Booty. General Booty.
I got you. That's not fake.
That's not fake. And there's a guy in the CFL, Canadian League, Tiger Shanks. Oh, but dude, this one's great. Oh my God. So it's his name is Mobility for Muhammad Bility. How the fuck? There's no
Wait, does it
way.
go by
There's
does he
no way. There's
go for
oh, wait.
short?
I gotta check this one. There's no
He's like,
way.
my name's
This one's real.
Mo. Like, what's that short for, bro? He's like, mobility.
I mean, if your last name was Bility, his parents probably aren't even Muslims. They were just like, you could shorten it to Mobility. That's pretty cool, actually. His
That is
sister,
pretty cool.
short for Alicia. Just call me Ability.
Ability.
And then their cousin Dissa.
Oh, we got jokes today, guys.
Yeah.
We got jokes today.
Oh my dude, these are really crazy names. Squirrel White. Well, his name is Marcorius White, but by Squirrel. I want to find dude. I can't believe we haven't talked about this. The best name in college football right now is a white guy, and his name is Noah Kanega.
How do you spell that?
I don't know if the K is silent. It's like the word with a K in front of it.
What?
Yeah.
No.
And his jersey sales are like going through the roof. Dude, yeah. How crazy is that? I know
Man, that's so crazy.
yeah,
It's like a Chappelle sketch.
I know. You got a wide receiver out of Kent State, the realist Clark. Oh, mobility's number 3. Arizona State has Blazin Lana Wong, Nitro Tuggle out of Purdue, Rocky Beers out of Colorado State. That's fitting. How are these real names?
Dude, I don't know, but you could have like Kay and Peele could update that sketch with like the real fucking with like real players right now, and it would still be hilarious.
UNLV has one at number 9, Chief Borders, Squirrel White, but that's not his real name. King Large, Sir Bible, Demon Clowny, Dude Person.
That's not real, is it?
These are all players playing
Bro,
this
if your last
season.
name was Person and your parents named you Dude, like they hate you, right?
And that's pretty cool. I guess. Hans Hammer,
That's like if your last name was Guy and you named your kid Bro. It's like, this is Bro Guy.
or I'm not sure. I kind of wish I had like a weird last name like that instead of just the first. I always thought of like
Your last name's pretty cool.
I can't name my I like the name Andrew, but I wouldn't do that to my son, like Andy Zandy or Andrea. I just can't. It's like Marcy
Andy
Darcy.
Zandy. Dude, Andy Zandy sounds, it's got a nice ring to it.
Andy Zandy, yeah.
Bro, he'd be famous, bro. He'd
Andy, right? He would be playing on fucking
absolutely be famous.
University of Northern Iowa or something random playing football.
Sounds like a fucking running back.
Andy Zandy.
Andy
He'd be a
Zandy,
kicker
right
for
up the
sure.
middle.
It would be a kicker. Man, we got so sidetracked with that. I don't even know how we started talking about weird names. Noah
We were talking about
Kaniga
football.
is I feel like we have to almost like censor when we say I
I
want to watch the
will,
games
yeah,
just to see how the announcers pronounce his name.
announcers do it,
That'd be
yeah.
sweating.
If you find a clip of them saying it, send it to me and I'll try and
Oh,
do it,
okay.
make sure it does it that way on the
Yeah.
final edit of this.
They had a game last week and they'll have a game today as it is Saturday when we record.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to go on YouTube and check out highlights for whatever school he plays for. He plays for like a relatively decent program, I think.
Yeah.
I probably got
I
recruited
don't
just
really
for that.
follow college ball, so I don't really know. I'm
Noah's
like, who'd the NFL draft from college teams? Let me figure out who these guys are now.
Noah has a brother named Michael, and they just call him My.
It took a second for me to hit, but once I got it, I was like, oh shit.
Eastern Michigan University. So kind of a small program, but still playing college football. That's good. The Cowboys game, and going back to the NFL, the Cowboys game started off really fast, and the Cowboys could not
I
stop
know.
anything. And then it ended up being like 3 points between the two teams in the second half. It looked like a complete blowout. I feel sorry for anybody who had, I think it still fell under the point spread. And I feel sorry for anybody who had the over because you were on a great track for that game to score at least 70
Mm-hmm.
games between them. It ended up at 44 points.
Mm-hmm. I know. And honestly, after the delay, like nothing really changed.
Yeah,
And that's
it
something
was
I
the
wanted to
weather
talk about too.
related,
Dude, the weather delay was crazy. I was like, how it just made me think because Laurel had asked me where the game was when it came on, and I was like, oh, they're in Philly tonight, and then like all the weather hit, and I was like, if they were in Dallas, this never would have happened.
right?
It's like the stadium like closes.
Yep.
Like it's crazy to me that like some of these teams don't have stadiums that close. I'm assuming that's super fucking expensive, and some of these
Yeah.
stadiums were built a long time ago,
Yeah. I mean, it,
you know?
it is. I think that,
And trying to build new stadiums, dude, like is a lot of the reason why teams leave cities nowadays cuz
right.
like the cities just won't build them new stadiums. Like I still think it's super weird every time I see the Chargers play. I'm like, this is still so weird that like they're the LA Chargers now. Like it just doesn't something feels off about that to me. We're like, and just they were San Diego for like my whole life.
Yeah. I think they played in LA for a little bit
I think they
in the
did too. I
beginnings,
think they
but
did too when
it
they
is
started,
weird. So
right?
I still call them San
Yeah.
Diego. I still call the Raiders Oakland, even though they were in LA when I was a kid. I still call them Oakland. That's like what I'm used to.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody calls the Rams St. Louis.
Yeah. But I'm also a guy that's holding on to the past. If you look at which Broncos hat I'm fucking.
That's why we're called passed out.
Yeah. I'm like, I like this Broncos logo
That
so
is a
much
good
better
logo.
than the
There's
new
so
one.
many logos.
Even though the new Broncos logo, the one that they use now has been around since like 98.
I like that one
Like,
too, but the
I
old
like that
one,
one too. This hat just feels. I saw that they had the throwback hats on their website, and I was like, I'm getting a throwback hat. It's so.
There is
A
something
good
that
decision.
happened in
I
the
like this
late
blue.
90s or early 2000s where any team that had like a light or royal blue, they went automatically navy. The Rams did it, Broncos did it, the Patriots did it, the Seahawks did it.
You think it's like do you think it's like a shift in, like, culture? Because you do see that, like, society, like, grasps onto certain colors at certain times, like, certain colors will be, like, super fucking hot right now, like, and, like, a lot of designers are using it, and a lot of people are wearing it, and, like, you're seeing a lot of logos use that color, and a lot of brands will use the same colors that are popping off, like, it's like some of these companies are following, like, color trends.
Yeah, I think what we're going to see next is a lot of neutral colors, and we're kind of already seeing it. I mean, if you want to call black a neutral color, but like easy to match colors. Because you have
Yeah.
have you seen the rivalry jerseys for like the Bills, the Rams have one, the 49ers. So it's every team from the NFC West and AFC East. Half of them are black. The Miami Dolphins have a black jersey, and then the ones that aren't black are white. I think the Patriots are the only team that have like a different colored one. Though
Yeah.
dude, the Arizona one looks kind of like a tortilla, but it still looks sick. It really looks like a tortilla, dude. There are a lot of memes about it, like a gordita. It looks like a gordita, uh, the shell of a gordita. Kind of makes you hungry. But even that one you can match with like khakis
Yeah.
easily. You know, if your Timor is red and you don't wear a lot of red, it's just kind of weird. So I think you're going to see a lot of teams sporting black. Um, and darker colors. That's probably why you're right. They went to darker colors because it's navy's a lot more easy to match than
Mhm.
a royal blue,
Than like a bright blue, yeah,
especially
but,
with
you know
from orange. But if you get like,
well, I think I don't know if it's just because 'cause I've been a Broncos fan for so long, but, like, I've always thought that blue and orange are just so fresh together.
I think so too. I like it. It's a
Yeah.
that is a good mix, and I mean I can't think of anything other than the Broncos that really does that. I could be retarded. I mean, I am, but I mean, the Knicks do it in the NBA, but I'm trying to think of like things not in sports that are blue and
Yeah.
orange, like businesses
I'm not sure, but there's gotta be some, right? Especially in the Denver area, like, I feel like they probably rock these colors.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's weird that in America, I think other countries are not as guilty of this, but the cities have their own colors. Pittsburgh does this in America, where it's like black and yellow. They even have a great song about it. But like back to LA,
Think
for
about
example,
your anecdote that you told me a long time ago about that song.
three
Yeah. Uh-huh.
affirmations and the
Yes.
colors. It's the best
Yeah.
chorus of all time. Maybe right after Usher's "Yeah." Those two, they get
Every
it.
time I hear that song, I'm like, Arash is right. There's 3 affirmations at the beginning of this chorus.
Yeah. Uh-huh. You know what
Uh-huh.
it
You know what
is.
it is. Yeah.
And it's like, how do you forget that? It's genius. Genius level
Genius.
songwriting. So yeah, I didn't expect to go into all the sidetracking with football. Any surprise teams that you think are gonna come out of any of the divisions this year, or do you think it's gonna be more of what we saw last year?
I'm kind of feeling it's going to be a little bit of last year. There were some good draft picks of just I don't know. I kind of want to see what Sunday looks like. It's so hard to tell in the preseason what teams are going to do because like they're not playing anybody that's like a big, player. So,
Right.
so it's hard to tell until like the season starts. I was really excited for the season to start this week. I'm super stoked for tomorrow to get like actual like the full roster of games, kind of see what it's playing out to be.
Back when I used to bet on football, I would wait till like about week 3 or 4 to start betting on them because you'd have a good idea of what team's identity is. It's like you said, it's really hard to tell right now. If I had to guess, and I would guess that, I mean, I already mentioned Chiefs not making it. If they do make the playoffs, it would be the last wild card spot. The Chargers are going to be obviously
I
a lot
definitely think
better.
Chargers. Yeah, I think Chargers are taking that division. I think
I think Atlanta, unfortunately, is going to be a lot better,
I
and I need them to do bad
that's what I
because
was
we
about to
have their
say,
draft
bro. Like
pick. their defense looks really good. They made some good adjustments on defense with the two rookies that they picked in the first round, but hopefully not because the Rams need that high draft pick to make a trade for Stafford's replacement next year. Also, I think it's going to look. People are saying New England's going to be good again. I like Drake May. I don't see it happening, but that division is so weak. Miami's going to be a shit team. The Jets are going to be a shit team. So I think New England, unfortunately, might become a playoff team this year.
Maybe, yeah. How do you feel like the Giants do now?
But they have Russell Wilson. The
Oh, do
Steelers
they have
have
Russell?
Aaron
Where
Rodgers.
did where did Aaron Rodgers went to the Steelers?
Yeah. That
Oh,
dude,
I
that
was getting that
division
mixed up,
has
yeah.
like two geriatric quarterbacks. They have Joe Flacco on the Browns and then Aaron Rodgers on the Steelers, two quarterbacks over 40.
I Yeah, dude. I know we weren't gonna talk about the doppelganger thing, but, like, I keep seeing this thing about how, like, that's not the real Aaron Rodgers. That's
What?
like, they replaced Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, like,
Really? Okay,
yes,
so
dude,
yeah,
there's, like, a doppelganger theory about Aaron Rodgers right now.
let's talk about doppelgangers. Fuck it.
Okay.
Or do you need some time to prepare?
No, we can jump into it. You're probably more prepared on that topic than I am, but, like, I saw a thing last night that was like, "That's not the real Aaron Rodgers," and it was, like, an old picture of him and, like, Aaron Rodgers right now, like, in, like, the NFL pictures, and I was like, "Oh my god."
I mean, what does he do? Does he do mushrooms? He does some sort of hallucinogens. I know he went to a cave one season, and the team kind of, I think he was still on the Packers, and they kind of got pissed at him because it was like he was in a cave that had no light for a week or something crazy like that, and it was to
That's
like find
cool.
his soul. Yeah, he's super into some. I don't know if you want to call it esoteric shit, but just like spiritual
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I kind of feel like his public image kind of fell a little bit during COVID because he was so open about, like, the anti-vax stuff and was, like, taking huge fines and, like, refusing to get the vaccine, and, like, he went on, like, Joe Rogan and was, like, talking about
Yeah,
how bad this was and, like
him and Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is the same in basketball. They're both their careers took a massive hit after that.
yeah. Yes.
Um, they both can still ball. I think Aaron Rodgers will be fine this season. The Steelers aren't a team that depend on a quarterback as much as others. They
Mhm.
depend on a good defense and just a game manager, and he could still do that just fine. So I have a list here of some of the doppelgangers. It's called Doppelgangers to Immortals. This was posted by a chick named Larissa Curtis on Facebook. The first one,
Is
this one,
this are you looking at something that's, like, basically the, like, pictures from, like, the 17 and, like, 1800s and,
some
like,
of them will
celebrities
include
now?
this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some of
because
them.
like, there's, like, one of Keanu Reeves and one of Jim Carrey that I've seen that are really fucking good. I don't know if those are on your list, but
Keanu is, and then there's one of Nicolas Cage that he apparently is a vampire from the Civil War.
dude, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
He's a weirdo, man. I love him. He's a Vegas legend. Anybody who runs into him in Vegas fucking loves him, but doesn't mean he's not a vampire.
I think I'm really excited that they're doing a Spider-Man noir movie with Nicolas Cage now. Like, Sony announced it. Like, they're gonna do a live action Spider-Man noir with Nicolas Cage, and I'm like, "This is genius."
He's Peter Parker.
Is Spider-Man noir Peter Parker just from, like, a different universe? I don't know a whole
I
lot
don't.
about.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, so he voices Spider-Man noir in Into the Spider-Verse, which is like the detective, like, kinda like 1920s detective version of Spider-Man. And, like, they're talking about doing that as a live action movie with Nicolas Cage actually reprising his role.
Dude, have you speaking of football and Nicolas Cage, have you seen the pictures of him on the set? They're making a
Yes,
John Madden
dude.
movie.
Dude, yeah, dude, I can't wait to see the trailer for this.
Like, I don't know if
That's
he
some
can lose
fucking,
that weight at that age.
it's commitment.
I like it.
Dude, he can't there's no way he put on all that weight. Like, that's gotta be they've gotta be doing some sort of fat suit, right?
I guess. I have no idea.
Like, At a certain point, you gotta do, like, a little bit of fat suit.
I mean,
You don't have to go as big as fucking, like, the fat suit that they put on Brendan Fraser in, fucking The Whale, but he said
yeah,
that thing was, like, insanely heavy. I was like, "Yeah, dude, it looks massive in that movie."
yeah, I know. And people are like, people thought it was at least somewhat real because he did gain a little bit of weight,
He did gain some weight, yeah,
but
dude, but, like, I feel like that's natural as you get older, dude. These guys are like, he's in his what is he, 60?
Brendan Fraser probably
Yeah,
he's
dude,
lost some
like
weight again, but
yeah, he
he
looks
doesn't
good
look
right now.
ugly or anything. He looks fine.
I feel bad that they, I know that it probably wouldn't have been that good, like, but, like, that since they so DC, they canned that, like, Batwoman movie that he was playing Firefly, but he said that it was actually really good, and he was really proud of what he did as Firefly, and he said it would have been, like, a really cool, like, and he was really bummed that he didn't really get to see himself as a villain on the big screen because he really was excited about what they had shot for that movie.
That's a
So,
bummer. I remember that.
write-offs, fucking tax write-offs killing movies nowadays is crazy.
There's sorry to change the subject a little bit, but what
No, you're
he
good.
was
We
in
kinda
another
went way off the rails.
he played in another it was like a comic book based movie. I'm drawing a blank.
He's in
No, or
so
show.
he
It was
does
a
the voice
show.
of yeah, he does the voice of, the robot on Doom Patrol.
That's right, Doom Patrol, and that was received
Yeah.
very well.
It is received very well, like, he's great in that. I like Doom Patrol,
There's
it's
really
a good show.
nothing that is really terrible from Brendan Fraser. They're not like a lot of
No.
them aren't Oscar
No,
movies,
but
of course, but
he's also not just, like, doing a shit ton of movies, like, he's really like, ever since, like, he was so big in the '90s, and then it just seemed like after the Mummy stuff, he kind of did some indie movies and just kinda took a little bit of a break to spend time with his kids and stuff,
it's cool.
and now he's back in the swing and,
It's awesome. I don't
you know.
he's one of those guys I wish the best for.
Did he win an Oscar for The Whale, or was he just nominated?
No, he won.
He won? Okay.
Yeah. If it wasn't the Oscars, it was some award where
Yeah,
people were,
he
like,
definitely
freaking
got
out
some
over his
awards. Yeah, he was yeah,
he had a speech that, like, people were super thrilled about. I think you even got
yeah, I
emotional
remember.
during it.
Yeah.
So let's go over this list. We got,
Yeah, I didn't mean to derail us
no, no,
on the
no, it's all good.
doppelgangers.
That's all good. We're it's probably gonna the only guess is probably gonna we can't even get through this list without fucking going off the rails. We'll probably get to, like, 4 people.
Well, I think the doppelganger stuff will flow right into Clayface pretty well.
Look at you.
Hey.
Another person we have is Lorde. The legendary singer has been the subject of a major conspiracy theory. The theory is that she is actually a 40-year-old woman, and her song "Royals" is about her real life. What? Isn't she like our age? So she's like almost 40, right? Or is she
She's
younger?
almost 40 now, but, like, she probably would have been, like, 25-ish when Royals came out then? Or
I
maybe
guess
she's younger than us. Maybe she's, like, in her early 30s right now.
maybe that's kind of a lame
Maybe
one,
she was pretty young when the Royals came out.
dude. This one's crazy. I'd never heard of this one, and I have no idea what the basis is of. But Katy Perry, there's a theory that she's actually JonBenét Ramsey.
Dude, I've read that theory,
Why? Why did they think that?
before. I don't know, because they've never found JonBenét's body?
I think that no, they found they did like
Did they?
autopsies on it and shit. Yeah,
Did
that's how they
they?
found out she had like bruising and shit. They couldn't find her at first, but they ended up finding her.
Okay.
She was like downstairs the whole time. And that's a whole other thing. There's so many theories about what happened to John Bonet, like the brother doing it, the dad doing it.
I've listened to so many podcasts and watched so many things about it now that I'm just so confused about
Yeah.
what actually happened.
There's
Like, I've been, like, overwhelmed with information where now I'm confused by the whole fucking by all the information I've heard about it.
the letter was really weird. If someone really did break into the house and wrote a letter like that, it was really smart because you put down um the ransom as the same exact amount as the bonus that the dad made that year. That's smart. If you were like lurking around the house and saw a bonus like a stub or something, You're like, oh, I'll make the ransom for this just to
Or
fucking throw
maybe it's
people off.
somebody who works with the dad, and just
Yeah.
fucking, like, has inside information or something like that.
Yep. Absolutely.
Mm. Yeah, like, dad was just, like, bragging about his bonus too much, and you got some jealous fucking coworker like, "Oh, your daughter's fucking like, a famous,"
Or I mean, it could be that. I forgot what the dad did. I think it was he a lawyer? No, he wasn't a lawyer, dude. Because it was like something to where he was he was the president of Access Graphics, a computer software company, later acquired by Lockheed Martin. That's fucking weird. What if like there was this is just throwing this out there. What if Lockheed Martin, we know we talked about this before, they have a lot of shady dealings with like they even screw the government over. They do rogue and like their research and development. What if they what if JonBenét's dad was like, "No, I'm not going to sell this company to you." And they fucking tried pinning the murder of his daughter on him.
Damn, that's
I wonder
crazy.
I've never heard that theory before. I just want to
Neither have
say
I.
I love my life and I would never do anything to harm myself. So if something happens, Lockheed Martin. If I had a kid whose last name was Martin, like
Martin,
Trayvon's brother,
Lockheed.
Lockheed, good football name, just saying that. Okay,
You could
so
you could say that he was named after the X-Men's dragon.
elaborate.
Okay, well, they're, depending on which comic book you're reading, either Magic had him sometimes, which was Colossus's little sister. That's who Anya Taylor-Joy played in New Mutants. But, she had, like, the stuffed dragon on her belt in that movie, and when she opened her reality powers, which kind of warped like, she taps into, like, a different dimension, so when she tapped into the magic from the other dimension, the dragon would come to life. That was, like, her stuffed dragon. And then in other stories, that dragon is Kitty Pryde's dragon that follows her around, which they never really touched on Kitty Pryde in the movies very much. I guess they had Ellen Page play Kitty Pryde, Elliot Page now, but back during the filming of that, it was Ellen. But
That
respect.
dude, that could be another doppelganger thingy where Ellen died because Elliot. I know it's like a transition, but Elliot, there's funny memes of like how stressful it is to be a guy. And it has a picture of Ellen Page and it has a picture of Elliot Page just looking all strung out, like bags under his eyes and shit. And I'm like, yeah, welcome to the club, dude.
Yep. Well,
Let me get back to the page. There's some ridiculous ones on here, dude. We got, oh, have you ever seen footage of Stevie Wonder catching a mic like while he's performing? And there's a claim that he's not blind.
no, but I've heard claims that he's not blind. But I've heard accounts of a lot. I recently heard about this on a podcast, and like people who have like worked with Stevie like are like that's not true. He is absolutely blind. Like he's just
I mean,
got heightened senses.
he's like
Like
Daredevil, dude.
yeah.
And that is actually a thing where if you lose one of your senses, it heightens the rest of it. It's like survival instinct.
Bro, my dog is deaf. Dude, Shortbread is deaf, and he is blind in one eye and can only see about 3 feet out of the other eye.
Oh my
But
god.
his nose, bro, that dog can smell so far and so dude, he'll be, like, laying on the floor sleep dude, his little nose reminds me of, like, Monterey Jack when he smells cheese on Rescue Rangers, where he just comes up, like, following cheese. But, like, he'll like, Laurel will come home, and she'll be, like, in the kitchen, and he's, like, laying in the living room, and, like, I see his nose while he's, like, asleep just start moving, and then he's, like, up and, like, running into the kitchen because he smelled her, and I'm like, "Dude, your nose be popping, bro."
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah.
Um, I'll quickly go over the rest of this. Khloe Kardashian, I've heard of this one that her real father is OJ Simpson.
Dude, I could fucking see that. Like,
She is
I
like way
could.
taller than the sisters.
Yeah, but she still has a lot of Kardashian features. She
Well,
could
I
be
mean,
pulling that from
yeah, because they go to the same plastic surgeon. But like her
yeah,
before the plastic surgery, she kind of does have like a is mulatto a bad word to say?
I don't know.
I don't think Nirvana's gotten canceled, I think Lorde's so good. But she kind of does look like she's mixed.
Yeah, she definitely
At
does.
least did before all the surgery. But no, they're not knocking her surgery. I think she looks actually pretty good. They do.
I do think Courtney's super hot now, but, like, I think that, like, Travis kind of turning her into, like, a kind of a skater chick has made her much hotter than I think she was before.
Least amount of work on her, or at least it seems like it. She hasn't gone under the knife as much, which is why like I think she's the most attractive out of them all.
Yeah.
Then dude, her ex husband, I love Scott Disick, dude. I think I've mentioned this before, like when we say hang out, is he's just such a he's like he says the shit that you wish you could say, kind of, and I respect that. Even though sometimes it's not the best thing to say,
Yeah, a little douchey sometimes,
I
but you're
can
like,
relate.
"I could see where you're
So
coming from,
relate.
bro." Like, as a
Yeah.
man, yeah.
Let's see. We
We're gonna
got
get canceled on this podcast episode.
all 6 people who view this are gonna stop watching. Tupac Shakur, this is a huge one. I mean, he faked his own death and is living in Cuba. Like, that was a whole thing. That, along with Marilyn
That's been a
Manson
theory
sucking
for
his own dick, were like the 2 most popular conspiracy theories, at least when I was in elementary school.
I feel like there's a lot more conspiracy theories nowadays than when we were in school, though. Like, the internet has, like, blasted off how many conspiracy theories there are. When we were kids, it was like, there were, like, 2 that we knew about. And we're like, "Oh, shit, bro."
How did they
We're in, like, 5th
spread?
grade on the
How did they spread back then before the internet? Like,
yeah, we talked about it in the
yeah, but like from country to like, one thing that I saw a documentary about this isn't really a conspiracy theory, but that S, the 3 lines on the top and the bottom, and
yeah, okay,
every
so
kid fucking
the
drew.
Notebook S, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah.
That's like an international thing, even before the internet, and it's like, how the fuck, did that travel so far? And they traced it back, like, the first one was in some, like, Renaissance painting.
No fucking way.
It's a cool documentary, I wish I remember what it was called.
Oh my god.
But it caught on late. It probably wasn't the reason why it spread, but yeah, I think it had a lot to do with, like, the skateboard culture in the '80s too, and it's, uh it's a weird thing how
I
shit
think
used to
skate
have genre.
culture in, like, the '90s is probably why I, like, knew about it. Because like, you're right, it was, like, a skater thing in, like, when I was, like, skateboarding in, like, middle school in, like, the late '90s and shit.
Could be. I need to watch that again because it's such a random thing, and the whole Marilyn Manson thing, it's not like that was on TV or anything about how he removed his ribs to suck his own dick. It's just that everybody knew about that.
Did some, like, tabloid magazine post, put that in, like, a magazine and then, like, it just spread like wildfire? Like,
It probably
like,
was a
the
National
things like,
Enquirer.
crazy headlines that I see on Facebook now where somebody's, like, spitting out wild shit, that used to be the fucking tabloid magazine at the grocery store before you're checking out, and you're like, "I don't know if they actually dated."
Bat Boy comes to life. Today it would be like,
Yeah,
"Oh my
dude.
god, did you hear about that Bat Boy?"
Yeah, they make fun of that. There's a Mike Myers movie in, like, called, So I Married an Axe Murderer, and, like, the lady that they have playing his mom is, like, addicted to those tabloids, and she's like, "Did you hear this alien gave birth in New Jersey?"
That's exactly it.
Yeah,
And
dude.
I'm sorry, boomers, but it's really them who fall for it. It really is. I mean, you see people reposting shit. I get more mad than I should be when I see people reposting bullshit.
Well,
But
dude, it's the same thing with scams. Like, there wouldn't be as many scams if they weren't actually making fucking money off of it. So there's a lot of fucking fools out there actually falling for this shit.
yeah, I saw
Yeah.
another video recently about 3 agencies in India that make like tens of millions of dollars a month off of scams.
Yeah. That's so crazy.
You ever see that movie Beekeeper with Jason Statham?
No.
That's like, that's such a random movie. I don't even know why he's a fucking beekeeper, first of all. But like,
Bro, because that's just Jason Statham's fucking stick now is he's just doing these action movies where he's like all these different jobs. They're like, he's the working man.
Yeah, I know.
He's a security guard. He's like that's
Just
his
like
thing now.
everyday
He just
jobs.
yeah, dude, he's just they're like, he's a beekeeper.
The Amazon delivery drivers, starring Jason Statham.
They should just make it a series and just be like, Jason Statham tries out new careers.
It's kind of like how South Park made fun of Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider's The Stapler, or whatever the fuck they did. Jason Statham is the Surfer Man. I mean, that would actually be cooler than, I can't even think of anything as lame as, like, no offense to beekeepers either, but what the fuck? It has nothing to do with the movie. Like, it has nothing, there's nothing in the plot that makes it like, oh, okay, it makes sense for him to be a goddamn beekeeper.
Is it like a big plot point of the movie that he's a beekeeper or not really?
He was like beekeeping for the lady
Like
that,
the opening 10 minutes and then like some shit happens and then that's
yeah,
it.
and then he just blows a bunch of places up and like tortures some people, beats them up.
It's like them obsessing about that for like James Hetfield and like failing to recognize that he's like the lead singer of Metallica. They're like, James Hetfield, beekeeper.
There's a lot of people that, and me included, but he used to look like the Cowardly Lion mixed with Dog the Bounty Hunter. That's perfectly accurate.
Dude, I'm fucking dead. So that is very accurate.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Dog the Bounty Hunter and James Hetfield in the same room? Nope.
I have not.
Nope. 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 Well, speaking of people looking like other people, we got Clayface coming out next year. We got some set photos. Have you seen him?
I have seen him. They're definitely going the actor route. It's not Boris Karloff, which I thought was the route they were going to go. They're going the Matt Hagen route, which is the it sounds like the script is based on the episode of
The
Batman the
new.
Animated Series called Feet of Clay.
Yep.
So I'm super excited. I want to go rewatch that episode. I meant to do it this week. It's been a busy week.
I saw it because I was doing a little bit of research. And if Batman's not going to be in this movie, like they say, I mean, how inspired by that episode are they? Unless if, because that Batman plays a big role in that. He gets
Well,
framed.
so okay, so you don't take I think what they're doing is probably lifting like the Matt Hagen backstory of that version of Clayface. Like you just don't have him really interacting with Batman.
I see.
Unless they're secretly putting a fucking Batman in this movie.
That's what I think they're doing. Dude.
Like they are like I keep seeing all sorts of like news about people meeting with them about casting.
And
So,
I think, with the Penguin series, like even though this is the Matt Reeves world of Batman, Monsters and Gods, at the end of the series you have a little, it's just a bat signal, but there's gonna be references to Bruce Wayne for sure.
absolutely.
I can't see how there's not gonna be more than just a subtle nod to him in this movie. It has to be. For a DCU movie to start off with a villain, like I know it started with Superman, but I'm talking about like the Batman world. To start it off with Clayface, that's
Yeah.
a ballsy move.
Okay, but like think about it from like a body horror movie kind of thing, like The Substance. Like you start out with this actor like Matt Hagen who's like, you know, needs to like I'm just speculating what I think it could be if you don't have Batman, okay? Don't fucking quote me. This isn't the actual fucking script, internet. So I think that like if you're going to go the body horror angle and you want to do something like The Substance or something like that, just more based in like the DC universe, you have like a disfigured actor from like an accident or something. Go do like like some experimental like facial reconstruction that turns him into Clayface, and now you're dealing with this guy's internal struggle of this body horror monster that he's turning into the rest of the movie. I don't really, and like he's probably and he's probably the villain, and you probably don't really have a big hero who comes in and saves the day. You just have some like regular like folks, like probably some young girls or something like that, that he's just like terrifying, this movie.
You don't
So
think it's gonna go the Joker route, like the Joaquin Phoenix one, the first one, where it's even though he's the villain, it's kind of like a tragic downfall, yet you still root for him, like against what is it, Dagon Enterprises or Dagon Industries, where they
is it
force
Dagger? Is that Joker?
feed. Well, no, Feed of Clay. That the episode, the two
Oh, is that
parter.
episode? Is Dagger and Industries in there?
Yeah,
Okay. I need to rewatch that episode, but Dagger and Industries is also like that's a big thing in Batman, and like that's like one of the villain that's like the villain corporation in The Dark Knight Rises that steals all of Bruce Wayne's fucking money.
yeah,
Is Dagger Industries.
yeah.
So
And that whole episode starts with an imposter of Bruce, which ends up being Matt Hagen beating up Lucius Fox.
maybe that's the fucking route they go. That's pretty cool.
Oh, I see. So they put the Batman actor in there, and it's just say he's going to be playing
You just have
Clayface,
this guy like or like a fake Batman, like a misdirect, kind of like what Marvel did with like John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, and then like in the actual movie you get the real casting. Like, what if that's what I know that Alan Ritchson met with DC this week, but he said he's not playing Batman. But now there's all this speculation that people are like, he's gonna be Batman. There's no way that's not the thing, But even
Wait,
though
I
him and
didn't know
James
about that. He's
Okay,
claiming
Alan
he's not
Ritchson
Batman.
he's claiming he's not playing Batman, but he did admit that him and James Gunn have met, and James Gunn said that he has a different role in mind for Alan Ritchson after they met.
I could see him being more of a villain.
I could too.
Now,
I could say, bro, if they were like, we're not gonna have you be Batman, but we're gonna cast you as Bane because
I
you're a
thought that's
fucking
exactly
tank,
what I was
bro.
thinking, dude. He'd be a great
I'm
Bane.
here. I'm here for that,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, he'd make a great Bane.
He
Uh,
would make a great fucking
Even
Bane.
a black mask, I think, would fit him.
Did you like Ewan McGregor's Black Mask? Because dude, I thought that he killed that shit. I thought that he's the best part of that movie. He's the best part of the Harley Quinn movie. Ewan McGregor's Black Mask.
I just didn't like that movie. I couldn't get into it.
There were some things I really did not like about it, but like there's a couple scenes in that movie that I like absolutely am in love with. Like, dude, Harley Quinn storming the fucking police station. There's a scene where she just throws her bat and the way it bounces off the ground and knocks a fucking cop out. I'm like, that was the coolest thing I've ever fucking seen. And she's like shooting beanbags and like it's colorful. The scene where she infiltrates the police station makes that whole fucking movie for me. But also, I think that Ewan McGregor is one of those like scene chewing villains when he's doing the Black Mask stuff. He was fantastic in that movie.
It was cool to see him as a villain, just because
Yeah, I
you're
liked it
used
too.
to seeing him as like Obi-Wan. And maybe that's what I kept
Yeah,
seeing as like I kept seeing Obi-Wan. I don't know. I don't know what it was about that where just like I could not get into it.
yeah.
But another villain rumor that I've been seeing is Giancarlo Esposito as Freeze, which I
I'm
think
glad that's taken off. I fucking love it. I hope that happens because it's so perfect, you know. And like I don't know, like I want to see like a much better version of the Nora Freeze kind of Freeze story, because like dude, that is a really beautiful story, and I think that like he turned to villainy like out of desperation to save his wife, and I just think that like if you hammer home that emotional arc for him, like that just makes it so much better. I think
right,
that's what they tried in Batman and Robin, but like I just don't think that it was too campy. Like I think you need to do it a little bit less campy and a little bit more grounded and it could fucking work. But like I think Juan Carlo Esposito could bring a performance that Schwarzenegger could not bring to that. Like I see Um, have you seen this? I don't remember what it's called, but like Sub-Zero or something.
yeah,
It's
yeah, it
like the
was, yeah,
Batman,
yeah.
the
No,
animated series
I was
version,
considering
like
putting
movie
that on
with.
my list last week.
Dude, it's so good. It's really good. It's really good. I just think that when it came to that list, I think Mask of the Phantasm is better than that one. But like that is a close second for like movies that spun out of the animated series.
There.
I think those might be the only two. I kind of feel like there might be a third one, but I could be wrong. But
Think of the third one.
I do think that is a great casting.
If it happens,
We're almost at an hour. We're kind of running out of time right now.
okay.
But there is one casting, like there is one fan casting I saw that I've been wanting to talk to you about that I forgot the last two podcasts. But and it's not related to DC. We're gonna jump over to the last Ronin, Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay. Who is it?
Okay, so think about this. You've got your last Ronin, Michelangelo, okay? April O'Neil, but Kristen Milioti.
I don't know who that is, honestly. Kristen Milioti.
Falcone.
What is she?
Penguin.
Kristen Milioti. Kristen Milioti. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I saw somebody render like a picture of her as April O'Neil on Reddit, and I was like, holy shit, I want this so bad.
She does.
Yeah,
she would be a little older of a April O'Neil. I can't believe I'm saying it because she's only like a year and a half older than me. But
well, I think that's probably the take you have to take.
Oh yeah, with last Ronin,
the turtles are dead. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, you're right.
You have to have an older April O'Neil.
Yeah, good call.
So,
and she has that. I don't know why her face just looks like an April O'Neil. Sure.
Yeah, dude, I feel like you throw red hair on her and you've got April O'Neil. Like she looks like she could fucking pull it off and be a really good version of that.
I wonder what they're going to do with Michelangelo. How much CGI there's going to be involved with it. It's just going to be a voice actor. I don't know,
but yeah, probably. Which is what they did in the last movies. And was it Alan Ritchson who fucking voiced Michelangelo?
He was Raphael.
He was Raphael.
Yeah.
Okay. Who voiced Michelangelo?
Man, it was someone, obviously a comedian.
Yeah, because he was real bra-y.
Well, what up, brah?
It's like, sup, brah? What do you guys do? I get it. They're trying to get kids to enjoy this.
Yeah, I mean, Last Ronin's going to be a completely different story. Noel Fisher, really? He was on Shameless. He was Mickey Milkovich.
Oh shit!
And we were talking last cast. So that's another person from Shameless. We were talking about Cal Kestis. I'm looking forward to Last Ronin. I can't believe they're making a movie out of it.
It's probably the most. It's like the most popular piece of IP that Ninja Turtles has put out in a very long.
Well, man. Well, let's cut it here. I know we're coming up on an hour.
Yep. So we will see you guys next week. Everybody enjoy some football this week and stay curious.
Later.